We've had 2 really good days of work, Tuesday and Wednesday. A little rusty on Monday, coming off of a little break, but guys are fresh, and we're getting better. Young guys are starting to show some progress, but I'm pleased with how they worked the last 2 days. Questions?
Talk about Max, how he's throwing.
Yeah, he's throwing the ball well. Yeah, I think the week now did him well. No signs of the injury to me. Thought he's yesterday he was almost perfect in yesterday's practice. He had 1 drop.
How close is DeMarco to 100%?
Well, out here in practice, he's not 100% right now, but I think by Saturday he will. Also, the adrenaline on game day helps out those 2.
So just having a guy that's not a freshman receiver out there and didn't play, against Louisville, how important will that be just from an experience factor?
Yeah, it helps. Well, it helps just because he's one of our better players. He's good in the return game. He helps us. He gives us another guy to play. Jeff Badette's coming along at that position. I like him. He's made some big plays when the ball's got in his hands. But DeMarco gives us more depth, and he does have some experience. And he did play well in that Western game.
You made it clear that this is the air raid offense, but that you want to run the ball effectively. How do you do that against the top-ranked run defense in the country this week?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's going to be a challenge. I mean, here's the deal. I've known Will for a while. His defenses look the same year in and year out. They're aggressive. They're fundamentally sound. And they fly to the football. They're really good. I can describe them a bunch of different ways, but they're as good or better than anybody in the country. Like I said, I've known Will for a while. Travaris Robinson, the DB coach, he and I worked together at Texas Tech for a year, so I got a lot of respect for him. They're talented, in not only up front but in the back end. They got a lot of guys that I'd like to have their paychecks one day.
Pretty interesting timing to want to give your freshman running back more workload going up against this run defense. I mean, does that give you any pause to have this be the week you lean more on a true freshman back going up against a defense like this?
Well, not really. I mean, what we try to do, and the way we just approach it, looking at ourselves every week. And Ray really hadn't done anything wrong, but JoJo has been explosive when he's gotten the ball in his hands. So regardless of who we were playing this week, he was going to get some more opportunities.
When you look at your third downs, does anything stick out at you?
It's not very good.
Well, I know, but I mean, why is it not very good?
Well, a lot of things. I think we haven't executed as well on third down as we like. And, there's a few play calls that I'd like to have back on third down as well. But I really believe in how we practice those situations. I've gone back and I'm aware that we haven't been very good. I'm aware where we're at statistically. So during that bye week, I went back and evaluated everything, and we were not very good, I think, in 2008 at Troy on third downs, and I really spent a whole offseason kind of studying third downs, how to practice them, how to prepare for them, what to emphasize with the kids, and we came back and last year at Tech, I want to say we finished 10th, but we were in the top 2 or 3 for most of the year. So I feel good about our preparation. We just got to execute better. I got to put our kids in better situations, and we got to execute better on those critical downs.
Coach Stoops talks, every week about adding more wrinkles on defense. Does the offense do the same thing, and does the bye week kind of help you add more than what you normally would?
Yeah, well, I mean, to a certain extent, we're going to run our base plays. Especially where we're kind of in the infancy of this deal. But you always add wrinkles week to week. So we'll definitely have some different things in this week that we haven't shown.
What kind of things you have to do against this secondary that's really just trying to go along?
We've got to be really detailed. I think we've got to play with great pad level. We got to try to get their hands off of us all the time. It's going to be a great challenge for our young guys. Louisville's secondary is good also. So this isn't the first time we're going to go against somebody that can play.
Will you pick?
Touchdown percentage is down pretty significantly from where your offense has been in the past. Is that an execution issue, or is there something else?
Yeah, we just got to get better. We can throw out a lot of stats that are down from where we were, but we got to get better. You know what I mean? Through 3 games, there's some things we've done well. There's obviously some things we haven't done well. I just want to see steady improvement. Obviously, we've got our hands full this week. They're really good. I think all y'all have watched them. They're really good. We just need to get steady improvement.
Neal, is this a good measuring stick for you guys up front? We haven't talked much about those O-linemen yet.
Yeah, it'll be a measuring stick for sure. Those guys are Florida. What's different about them is they're so deep up front. You know, there's a ton of guys. You know, regardless of Easley plays or not, and I think Easley is as good as there is in our conference. But they can just run them in. You know, they've done a great job recruiting at that spot. So it'll be a good measuring stick. And from here on out, we're going to see good line. D-line.
Will you pick a starter, or will it be like the Western game where we won't know until he runs out their first series?
Probably like the Western game, but they'll play better.
Do you know though? I mean, whether you tell us or not, do you have an idea right now who's going to start this?
I do have an idea, and I really want to get through. I want to watch this practice, and I want to get through tomorrow, and then we'll kind of make a call on it.